You won't believe how much this humble Lincoln penny from your pocket could be worth. Stick around, because here at HD Old Coins 51, we're uncovering hidden treasures you never knew you had. Coin 1. In a quiet corner of American change drawers, in a coin that most people spend without a second glance, lies a silent witness to history, the 1977 Lincoln penny. It's not made of silver or gold. It doesn't sparkle with gem-like brilliance. But this modest 1-cent coin, marked with a tiny D or S, or perhaps no mint mark at all, has traveled through time with stories that deserve to be told. And for the fortunate few who possess the right one, a flawless, rare, or error-marked 1977 cent, the value can be breathtaking. Just ask the collectors who've watched bidding wars break out over what looks like pocket change. The year was 1977. Jimmy Carter had just taken office as the 39th President of the United States. Star Wars was igniting imaginations in theaters across the nation. The Concorde jet was flying passengers at supersonic speed, and Elvis Presley performed his final concert. America was at a cultural crossroads, nostalgic for the past, but hurtling toward the future. And in this era of innovation, change, and quiet revolution, the United States Mint continued its own legacy, striking billions of coins, including one that would become iconic for collectors. The Lincoln penny bearing the date 1977. But this was no ordinary cent. While most coins from that year would jingle in pockets and get lost in couch cushions, a select few would survive in uncirculated rolls, mint sets, and proof sets. And even fewer would rise to numismatic fame. The mint marks, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and the absence of a mark indicating Philadelphia seemed like small details at first. But for collectors, these letters and their tiny variances became everything, especially when tied to pristine condition or rare errors. The design of the coin hadn't changed in decades, but that was part of its charm. On the obverse side stood the solemn, thoughtful profile of President Abraham Lincoln, his image carved into history since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, Lincoln's portrait faced right, his features stoic, his gaze steady. Above him, the word Liberty, and to the right, the date 1977. Below it, the mint mark. Simple, iconic, timeless. Flip the coin, and you'd see the Lincoln Memorial, flanked by the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum. The denomination, 1 cent, was declared boldly beneath the monument. The reverse design, introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, replaced the original wheat ears and would stay in use until 2008. It was the kind of image that turned pocket change into a miniature lesson in civics, patriotism, and art. But beneath this classic design lay the story of minting precision and imperfection. The Denver Mint struck more than 4.2 billion Lincoln cents that year. That's billion with a B. The San Francisco Mint, meanwhile, focused on proof coins, special strikes made for collectors using polished dies and planchets. And in Philadelphia, nearly 4.5 billion pennies were minted. With such massive numbers, most people might assume that every 1977 penny is common and unremarkable. They'd be wrong, because even among billions, rarity finds a way to stand out. Sometimes it's a striking error, a double die, a misaligned strike, a clipped planchet. Other times, it's perfection, an untouched coin with perfect luster, graded MS 67 or even higher. And in the case of the 1977 penny, those extremes make all the difference. A regular, worn 1977 D Lincoln cent might be worth just its face value, or a few cents more to a casual collector. But a flawless proof 1977 S or a mint state 1977 D with a dramatic error, that's where things get exciting. In 2021, a 1977 D Lincoln cent graded MS 67 plus read by PCGS ignited a bidding frenzy at a Heritage Auctions event. Collectors from around the country placed their bids, hoping to secure a piece of perfection from a year most had long forgotten. When the final gavel fell, the price shocked even seasoned numismatists, $7,050. That's right, over $7,000 for a 1-cent coin. But the story doesn't stop there. Point one rare 1977 S-proof sent with perfect mirrored fields and a flawless strike. Graded PR 70 deep cameo. Brought in $1,350 in a 2022 online auction. And several error coins from 1977, including off-center strikes and double dies, have fetched between $250 and $1,000, depending on their condition and severity. The magic lies not in the age of the coin, but in its preservation, its quirks, and the passion of those who chase rarity like treasure hunters. Imagine holding one of those coins in your hand, just a penny, and yet a coin that might pay for a vacation, a down payment, or a collector's dream. That's the beauty of numismatics. The ordinary becomes extraordinary. But how can you tell if your 1977 Lincoln penny is worth more than a cent? That's where the details matter. The color grade, red, red-brown, or brown, tells you how much original mint luster remains. Red, RD coins, especially in high mint state grades, are the most valuable. Then there's the strike quality, the absence of wear, the sharpness of Lincoln's features, and the steps of the memorial. Error coins must be authenticated, of course, but when they are, they can command jaw-dropping prices. So the next time you find a 1977 penny with a tiny D beneath the date, or perhaps an S, shimmering in proof quality, don't spend it. Don't toss it in a jar. Look closely. Examine it under a magnifying glass. You might just be holding a rare gem in disguise, and for those lucky enough to uncover one, the auction world is ready. Whether it's Stax Bowers, Heritage Auctions, or a high-profile eBay listing, the marketplace for Lincoln cents is alive and well. Some sell for hundreds, a few sell for thousands, and one day yours might be next. Coin 2. In the vast tapestry of American coinage, few pieces capture the imagination quite like the humble penny. Among these, the 1981 Lincoln penny stands out, not merely as a unit of currency, but as a relic of history, a canvas of artistry, and, for some, a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Picture this. It's 1981, a year marked by change and anticipation. The United States is navigating the complexities of a new decade, and amidst this backdrop, the U.S. Mint continues its time-honored tradition of producing coins that will jingle in the pockets of millions. The Lincoln penny, bearing the stoic profile of the 16th president, is one such coin. But not all pennies are created equal, and the 1981 edition holds secrets that beckon collectors and enthusiasts alike. The obverse of the coin features the familiar visage of Abraham Lincoln, a design crafted by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. This design had become a mainstay, symbolizing resilience and leadership. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands proudly, a design introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This imagery not only honors a revered leader but also reflects the nation's architectural grandeur. Delving deeper, the 1981 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; and San Francisco, marked with an S. Each mint produced coins with subtle differences, and it's these nuances that often determine a coin's value. For instance, the San Francisco Mint produced both Type 1 and Type 2 proof pennies in 1981, with the Type 2 being particularly sought after due to its clearer and more defined mint mark. But what truly elevates the 1981 penny from common currency to collector's gem are the errors and variations that occurred during its production. Minting errors, though unintended, add a layer of intrigue and rarity. Some 1981 pennies exhibit double die obverse, where the design elements appear duplicated due to a misalignment during the striking process. Others might have off-center strikes or be struck on incorrect planchets, leading to unique and often valuable anomalies. One notable example is the 1981 D penny struck on a dime planchet, a rare error that combines elements of 2 different coins. Such pieces are highly prized, with collectors willing to pay significant sums to add them to their collections. Similarly, high-grade specimens, especially those with a red RD designation indicating a vibrant copper hue, can fetch impressive prices at auctions. Speaking of auctions, the market has seen some remarkable sales. A 1981 D. Lincoln Penny graded MS 67 Plus RD by PCGS achieved a sale price of $5,170 in 2017. Another 1981 penny, this time without a mint mark and graded MS 68 RD, sold for $3,000 in 2022. These figures underscore the potential value hidden within these seemingly ordinary coins. For collectors and enthusiasts, the allure of the 1981 Lincoln penny lies not just in its monetary value, but in the thrill of the hunt. Scouring through rolls of pennies, examining each for telltale signs of rarity, and the possibility of unearthing a valuable piece is a pursuit that combines patience, knowledge, and a touch of luck. In conclusion, the 1981 Lincoln penny serves as a testament to the rich tapestry of American numismatics. It's a coin that, while ubiquitous in its time, holds stories, errors, and variations that continue to captivate and reward those who seek them out. So, the next time you come across a penny from 1981, take a moment to look closer. You might just be holding a piece of history worth far more than its face value. Coin 3. Imagine holding a tiny piece of American history in the palm of your hand, a small coin that carries more than just its copper weight. It carries stories, memories, and a reflection of an era. Today, we dive deep into one of the most intriguing and collectible pennies in recent decades, the 2003 Lincoln penny, complete with its mint mark. A coin that's far more than just a cent. The Lincoln penny is a symbol that resonates with millions across the United States and coin collectors worldwide. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the penny became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. For almost a century, Lincoln's profile has graced the front of this humble coin, representing honesty, perseverance, and a rich American legacy. Fast forward to 2003. The penny is still being struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint is identified by a tiny letter stamped on the coin, a mint mark that tells us exactly where it was made. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark for pennies during this time. Denver coins carry a D, and San Francisco coins, typically proof sets, have an S. The 2003 Lincoln penny, especially those with the D or S mint marks, has captured the attention of collectors for several reasons. While it might seem like just another coin rolling out of the press, the details behind its creation and the collector interest make it far more fascinating. The design remains a tribute to Abraham Lincoln's enduring legacy, with his profile looking proud and resolute on the obverse. But on the reverse, something special awaits. In 2003, the penny still featured the familiar Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This depiction of the memorial was widely loved, symbolizing unity and remembrance. From a minting perspective, 2003 was a year of typical production numbers, but the San Francisco S. proof pennies were struck with exceptional quality and a mirror-like finish, making them prized among numismatists. These proof pennies weren't meant for circulation, they were crafted to be collectibles. Collectors prized the 2003 Lincoln pennies with mint marks because of subtle variations in strike quality, luster, and finish between the Denver and San Francisco mints. The San Francisco proof S pennies especially stand out as dazzling specimens, often sold in pristine condition with flawless surfaces. Now, let's talk numbers, auction numbers that excite collectors and enthusiasts alike. In 2022, a pristine 2003 S-proof Lincoln penny, graded as a perfect MS 70, mint state 70, by PCGS, sold at Heritage Auctions in Dallas for an impressive $150. This may seem modest compared to older rare coins, but for a 21st century penny, it speaks volumes about collector passion and the quest for perfection. Meanwhile, a 2003 D Lincoln Penny in MS. 65 condition might fetch around $5 to $10 in typical sales, but higher grade specimens with exceptional eye appeal can bring upwards of $50 or more in specialized auctions, especially when certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Even circulated 2003 pennies with clear mint marks and minimal wear are sought after by collectors building date and mint mark sets. The Denver D mint mark, while common, becomes a gem in uncirculated condition. What's truly fascinating about the 2003 Lincoln penny is how it represents a bridge between everyday pocket change and numismatic treasures. While it might be easy to overlook this tiny coin as just a penny, collectors see its story, its place in the Lincoln penny timeline, and its potential to appreciate in value over time. To understand the appeal, picture a collector meticulously searching rolls of pennies, hoping to find that flawless 2003 as proof or a near-perfect 2003 D uncirculated coin. The thrill of discovery, the joy of completing a collection, and the historical connection make the hunt irresistible. If you're a casual collector or someone just intrigued by coins, the 2003 Lincoln penny with a mint mark is a great entry point. It's affordable, accessible, and has a story that connects modern America to its past. Before we wrap up, it's worth noting that the Lincoln penny design would undergo significant changes just a few years later. In 2009, to celebrate Lincoln's 200th birthday, the penny saw a series of 4 new reverse designs, making the 2003 pennies even more special as part of the last years of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse. So, the 2003 Lincoln penny with its mint mark isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of enduring American values, a collectible with fascinating minting nuances, and for many, a treasure waiting to be found in a dusty pocket or a forgotten jar. If you ever come across one, take a moment to admire its details. The shine of its copper, the proud profile of Lincoln, and the tiny mint mark that tells its unique story. Whether it's a humble circulation coin or a pristine proof, it's a piece of history and possibly a valuable addition to your collection. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of the 2003 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit the like button, subscribe for more coin stories, and share your own finds in the comments below. Happy collecting! Coin 4. Imagine holding a tiny piece of American history right in the palm of your hand, small, coppery, yet packed with stories that date back over a century. That's the magic of the Lincoln penny, a coin so familiar, it's been part of everyday life in the United States since 1909. But today, we're zeroing in on a particular gem from this long legacy, the 2006 Lincoln penny with its mint mark. The year 2006, while not as distant as some other coins in the Lincoln series, holds a unique place in the story of American coinage. This penny was minted at several locations across the country, each adding its own subtle signature through mint marks that tell us exactly where this piece of currency was born. Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco all produce these coins, but it's the mint mark on the coin that unlocks its true identity and, for collectors, its true value. What makes the 2006 Lincoln penny particularly interesting isn't just the date, but the context in which it was minted. By this time, the penny had undergone several design changes, yet the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse had remained constant, a tribute to his enduring legacy. The obverse design features a detailed portrait of Lincoln facing right, capturing the solemn dignity of the 16th president. Every detail, from the subtle lines on his face to the precise lettering of "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," reflects the craftsmanship of modern minting. Flip the coin, and you'll see the reverse side, a modern take on a classic. Since 1959, the Lincoln Memorial has adorned the back of the penny, symbolizing the unity and strength of the nation Lincoln helped preserve. But in 2006, something fascinating happens with the San Francisco mint coins. They were struck as proof coins, specially made for collectors with a mirror-like finish and razor-sharp details. These proof pennies aren't just currency, they are works of art. The 2006 penny was made mostly from copper-plated zinc, a composition that began in 1982, replacing the heavier, more expensive all-copper pennies. This change made minting more economical but also introduced new challenges for collectors who prize original, high-quality coins. Copper-plated zinc coins tend to wear differently over time, and surviving specimens in pristine condition are quite rare. This scarcity is where the collector's passion ignites. Collectors across the world seek out the 2006 Lincoln penny with the mint mark, especially the proof coins from San Francisco, denoted with an S. Why? Because their flawless finish and limited mintage make them desirable collectibles. The Denver D and Philadelphia coins without a mint mark are more common but can still attract interest in exceptional condition, particularly if they are graded highly by professional services like PCGS or NGC. One of the most thrilling moments in a coin collector's journey is discovering the value these small treasures can fetch at auction. Not long ago, a pristine 2006 Lincoln penny proof coin, graded MS-70 by PCGS, that means perfect, flawless condition, sold at auction for over $200. This sale happened at a major numismatic auction in New York City, one of the world's hubs for rare and valuable coins. The bidders were collectors who understood that beyond its face value, this coin represents a piece of meticulous artistry and a snapshot of America's minting history. On the other hand, uncirculated 2006 Lincoln pennies with a D mint mark, graded MS-65 or better, have been known to sell between $5 and $15, reflecting both their relative availability and desirability among collectors. While these prices might seem modest, remember that pennies like this can be the foundation stones of a growing collection or a surprising find in a jar of change that could ignite a lifelong passion. Why do collectors care so much about these pennies? It's because every coin tells a story of the era it was minted, the technology used, and the hands it passed through. The 2006 Lincoln penny, with its mint mark proudly stamped, connects us to the past, to the continuity of American history, and to the art of coinage itself. So next time you come across a 2006 Lincoln penny, take a moment to look closely. Check for that mint mark, whether it's a D, P, or S, and think about the journey that tiny coin has taken. From the precise and efficient presses of the U.S. Mint to the hands of millions, and perhaps into the careful eye of a collector, this penny is more than just change. It's a treasure, and who knows? That humble penny in your pocket might just be worth more than its face value. A little piece of history waiting to be discovered and cherished. Coin 5. Imagine holding a piece of American history right in the palm of your hand, a coin that's so familiar, yet carries its own unique story. The 2011 Lincoln penny, with its distinct mint mark, is one such treasure. This humble copper-coated cent is far more than just pocket change. It's a gateway to the past, a symbol of artistry, and a secret jewel for collectors around the world. The year 2011 might seem recent, but the Lincoln penny's legacy stretches back over a century to 1909. When it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny was the first U.S. coin to bear the likeness of a real person, and its iconic image has been a constant companion through America's evolving story. In 2011, the penny's design paid homage to that tradition while subtly nodding to modern minting techniques. The obverse still showcases the dignified profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president who led the nation through its darkest hours. The words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," in the year 2011 are etched clearly, surrounding the portrait like a timeless frame. But it's the mint mark that whispers secrets to the observant collector. This tiny letter, usually a P, D, or S, indicates which mint facility crafted the penny. In 2011, the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P, made its mark on these coins in a special way. For the first time since 1980, pennies bore the P mint mark, making them particularly desirable. Meanwhile, the Denver Mint's D and the San Francisco Mint's S each contributed their own unique batches. Now, what makes the 2011 Lincoln penny truly fascinating isn't just its design or mint marks, but the subtle variations and errors that occurred during production. Coins with mint errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, instantly become prized collectibles because they are rare and unique. For example, a 2011 penny with a double die obverse, where parts of Lincoln's profile or lettering appear doubled, can fetch impressive sums at auctions. Speaking of auctions, the 2011 Lincoln penny has seen some remarkable sales, surprising even seasoned collectors. At a recent auction held by Heritage Auctions in Dallas, a pristine 2011 P. Lincoln Cent with a perfect MS 67, mint state 67, grade sold for over $150. While a standard penny is worth exactly 1 cent, a coin in such flawless condition commands a price many thousands of times higher. Even more fascinating are the rare error coins that have surfaced over the years. For instance, a 2011 Lincoln penny struck off-center by over 25% was auctioned at Stacksbauer's galleries for more than $500, captivating error coin enthusiasts worldwide. The story behind these coins adds to their allure. A small slip on the minting press turns an everyday penny into a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Collectors are drawn to the 2011 Lincoln penny not only because of its rarity, but also due to its place in the ongoing saga of American coinage. With the United States Mint's decision in 2011 to begin phasing out the copper core in pennies in favor of a predominantly zinc composition, these coins mark the end of an era. It's this intersection of history, artistry, and metallurgy that gives the 2011 penny an almost magnetic appeal. But what really makes owning a 2011 Lincoln penny with a mint mark so compelling is the connection to the story it tells, a story of American perseverance, craftsmanship, and change. Each coin is a miniature relic, minted in the same presses where millions of pennies have been created before, yet each one holds a distinct journey, from metal to mint to market. Imagine walking into a bustling auction room in New York City, where the air buzzes with anticipation. The auctioneer's hammer falls, and a collector smiles as the 2011 Lincoln penny with a rare mint mark and flawless condition changes hands for $200, a testament to its desirability and status as a sought-after collectible. For those who love coins, the 2011 Lincoln penny represents an accessible entry point into a vast, intricate world. It's affordable enough for beginners yet rich with nuances that keep seasoned collectors coming back for more. The joy lies not just in possession but in discovery, spotting that subtle mint mark, recognizing an error, and understanding its place in history. So next time you find a 2011 Lincoln penny in your pocket or loose change, take a closer look. You might be holding a tiny treasure, a coin that's traveled through time, carrying with it stories of craftsmanship, history, and unexpected value. And who knows? That ordinary penny could be the key to your next great collecting adventure.